Hello everybody, take a look at this. Oriana, a fragrant orange citrina of the Calamondin kind. Look at that, lovely little Calamondin on there. Now, anyone out there an expert on these? But looks pretty cool. And yeah, it's not the most impressive specimen in the world of a plant such as this. But wait till you see the price. There you go, $16.95, now down to £4. So I thought, yep, let's purchase that. So we're going to be working a little bit on Calamondins. As you know, if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I wish to create an exotic producing powerhouse of a polytunnel here that's hopefully going to be producing powerful, unique fruits, so to speak, that are not normally grown here in the UK. So that's intriguing. Now, again, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I moved the blood orange out of here, and I also moved the mango tree out of here. They're now in someone's conservatory. They're doing quite well, so they're going to stay there throughout the winter. Then back in the spring, they're going to come back here into this polytunnel, and who knows? But I'll tell you what, they really had grown significantly during their first season here, and I'm expecting them to do well. The orange tree has now got a little white flower on it, so hoping there's going to be an orange come off of it soon, but who knows? So very autumnal round here at the moment, as you would expect for the time of year, but the temperatures have still been good. We have had a few frosts, certainly not hard frosts, so to speak, but you know, dormancy is, you know, it's upon us with regards to many deciduous plants at the moment. But you know, geraniums outside, the frost didn't kill them, they're still doing well. So I'm quite amazed actually just how well so many of the plants here are still doing, considering the time of the year. But yeah, so you can see the grapevine here, excuse me, Autumn Royal. Now, said it before, the plan is, all being well, to take this and train it up and over the polytunnel. It doesn't look impressive at the moment because these leaves are soon to drop. And yep, certainly put out a lot of growth. I'm expecting some massive, massive crops off of this next year, particularly for a plant that's only been in the ground here for a year or so. I'm just going to turn the light up so you can see better. Isn't that fantastic? You can do this with these modern day things. So yeah, take a look at that look. Now that looks quite impressive actually. And here we go. The Tithonia, it bought it, but either a bit too cold, or maybe it sort of went past its sell by date, but that's going to be coming out. Now, this is the thing. So at the back here, you can see all the leaves now fell off the peach tree there, as well as the cherry tree. But dormancy, that's what one would expect. So look over there. You can see by looking at the peach tree, all this, I'll just try and get a bit closer. It's quite difficult in this polytunnel due to the pure exoticness of the entire thing and moving around once one is in here. But you can see down there, look, now come here, looking down the bottom there, you can see the main trunk, right? But the rootstock has put up these all the way up the back. You can see them because they're a darker green than is on the grafted part of the peach tree. So I'm going to be removing those. When the right time of year comes, I'm going to be pruning this beautiful peach tree, which you know that if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know how proud I am of this tree. But dormancy is definitely here. Had absolutely no signs of peach leaf curl this year, so I'm presuming the polytunnel is not leaking water onto it, allowing the spores, so to speak, to build over the dormant period. Now, I've got a video on how to avoid peach leaf curl. Now, I've spoke a lot about this subject, but it's very important, particularly now we're coming into the time of year where peach leaf curl will start to become a thing that gets into the tree. So listen to this. If you've got a peach tree or a nectarine tree outside in a pot or in the ground, cover it up now. Okay, if it's in a pot, bring it into a cold greenhouse, not a heated one because it needs the cold for the dormancy. But bring it inside into a polytunnel or a greenhouse, something like that, to stop it getting wet. You don't want to let it get wet, because peach leaf curl is occurred during the late winter, early spring time of year, where the tree gets wet, right, when it rains and the temperature proceeds to drop. below 16 degrees C. So you know that will happen. So you don't want peach leaf curl, okay? There are certain, you know, sprays and stuff if you want to get into that. I never have. But the best way I've found to grow a peach or a nectarine tree here in the UK or similar climate, I would imagine, is to stop it getting wet during the winter months, okay? So take heed on that, because if you've got a 30 or 40 pound tree and you lose it to peach leaf curl, you won't be very happy that that indeed happened. So yes, that's what's going on there. So the peach tree is going to be sorted out before long. And this cherry tree, now you can see this really has, you know, the dormancy certainly is here in those regards, but look at it, you can see the amount of growth. Now look how much has grown this year. This is actually coming out of here, because what I want to do is put it outside in the ground somewhere where it can thrive a bit more. Yes, I shouldn't have really put it in here because, you know, space, but the reason why I did put it in here was to stop the birds from you know, eating the fruit. But yeah, it's going out because I want to have, you know, I've got my trays in here. We'll come to these geraniums in uno momento, but I want the maximum space possible in here, as I'm going to have, as I stated here, the mango tree back in here soon. I'm going to have the what do you call it, not soon but next year, I'm going to have the citrus tree back in here soon, the blood orange, and of course this Calamondin here. So we'll be intrigued to see just what's going on. I just couldn't believe them. £4. I mean, yeah, okay, you know, not amazing, but £4 for something along those lines, you know, you could grow and do really well, who knows. But yeah, so a very healthy looking tree, this Stella cherry. That's a Canadian variety. Okay, so you can see all the leaves, the leaves that fell. I will clean this up, you know. I know it seems like this is a little bit neglected in here, but it's not neglected through you know, forms of laziness or negligence, so to speak. It's literally that I've just been so busy at work of late, and of course when you work as a gardener, you know, coming home and doing more gardening, particularly when it's dark, is not necessarily that that inviting, so to speak. That's a bit like a painter and decorator, isn't it, who paints and decorates all day and then he comes home and paints his kitchen. You know, does one really want to be doing that all the time? But going to be taking some time off in the new year, might even be forced time off due to weather and snow. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a lot of snow this year or early into next year with regards to what happened last winter with the beast from the east. But yeah, so time to sort of change things and plan what I'm going to have. So fast forward a bit now to spring. I should have, obviously the peach tree will be in here, this little citrus Calamondin will be in here, the mango will be in here, the blood orange will be in here, and I'm probably going to be purchasing a banana tree. Probably something like a dwarf Cavendish. You know, I want it to try and produce. I really would love to try and produce some bananas, some edible ones. It has happened here in the UK. People have done it. And it's surprising, really, when you drive around or walk around, you can really see many people are having a go at growing bananas, even outside. Now, of course, or banana plants. I am aware that, I believe it's Musa Basju, of which I used to have a specimen. You can grow that outside here in the UK and colder climates, because what it does is the top bit dies off during the winter, but the root remains and it grows up every year, or can grow up every year. So that is an option, but apparently the resulting bananas aren't edible, so I've been told. But so I want to get, probably as I stated, what's probably a dwarf Cavendish banana, and my understanding is it's a very edible, sweet, nice banana. So get that in here, try and get that to produce, because that will be amazing. And you may remember, excuse all the leaves that fell off the trees, I brought some of my geraniums in that I grew from seed. So I grew all of these from seed that you can see here, and these look pretty decent, I think, still. So I'm very happy with them. And here, these are some geraniums that I set few months ago now, and they're coming on very well as well. They're variety Moulin Rouge, so going to be going a lot into geraniums next year. I've got all sorts of different varieties to grow to grow from seed. Got them inside, so I'm going to be setting those. And the subscriber count on my channel has gone up considerably of late, so I'm very, very grateful for that. Going to be going a lot more into the growing of the fruit and veg next year as well. Obviously that's the main focus of this channel, but yeah, very excited and lots of things I want to do, but it's simply finding the time and to think about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to go about it. So yeah, if there's anything you guys would like me to have a go at, anything you'd like me to mention, put the comment down below, and you know, I'll consider it, because I really you know, this time of year makes me, I do start to contemplate and think of things for the spring in particular. So there we go. So if you like my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. And yeah, as I stated, just leave me any comments, anything you want to ask me, let me know. I did have someone ask me excuse me, if I could do like a live Q&A sort of thing, and I wouldn't mind to do something like that. I would enjoy it actually, but the problem that two problems I've got. One problem I've got is the time to do it, and the second thing I've got is my technical skills aren't amazing, and that's one reason why I'm shooting this video in one shoot, because I usually do them in sections on the camera here and then join them up on the what's it, Play Memories Home, but wasn't able to do that because there's something wrong with it, so I don't know why. But there we go. So there's your little update. I've not forgotten about you guys, and stay tuned, and yeah, stay nice and warm. See you next time.